Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Mariana for those of you who don't know me. So today's video is in English because I'm going to keep on complaining about ColourPop, but I want to tell my story. But rather than that, I noticed a lot of people are having the same issue. So there are two things that I want to accomplish with this video. One is I want to be as annoying as I can for ColourPop so they can actually see this video and I can get a decent answer from them. They need to fix this. They need to have a reasonable solution for all of us having this issue. So I'm going to ask for all of your help, all of you who have gone through this situation, to please share this video, make it as viral as we can, so that ColourPop can give us an answer. Which leads to the second target of this video. Speak for all of those who have been going through this issue. It's just unacceptable. I've already made a video in Spanish about my experience in ColourPop. So if you speak Spanish, you're welcome to watch that. But I found out after doing that, after not hearing back from ColourPop for a while, I did some research and I found out I'm not the only one having this issue. I found out how common it is and for how long it has been happening, and I think it's just unacceptable how they haven't come up with a decent answer for this known issue, or at least it should be a known issue. I'm just gonna tell you my story. Hopefully you can relate, and I want you to share your story with me because I know ColourPop is not so popular in Mexico. At least it's not very popular. I know English is it's an international language, so I want to be able to reach out for more people, not only in America. I want all of you guys to share your experience ColourPop, whether it's a good or bad experience. Please leave your comment down below about your experience. I really want to hear from you guys. I want this to reach people outside Mexico, of course, outside America, even outside the whole continent, I mean. Like, I found tweets from about a year ago with the exact same issue I'm having. So well, without any further ado, I will invite you to keep on watching this video if you want to see what the heck am I talking about if you don't already have an idea. And don't forget to subscribe. So let's jump onto the video. So, story time. Big story time, long story time. Back in January, I placed an order on ColourPop. I gotta say, I was super excited. I had seen so many reviews and good comments about ColourPop's quality, how affordable it was, and I decided to try it. So I placed my order, and at that time, it was when they were giving away the free palette of Chasing Rainbows. I made that order back in that day, and I was going to get that free palette. And I order from Tarte Cosmetics and from Kylie Cosmetics all the time, and I know it takes a long time. It takes about a month to get to my house. I know I placed an order and I will receive those items in a long time. But this time, or with ColourPop, it was already like mid-February and I wasn't receiving it, so it has been over a month. And the bad thing is, when my order was shipped, I had no way of tracing it. It had a tracking number, but if I used that tracking number, it wouldn't give me any kind of information, so it was really, I couldn't trace it. So I started to worry, like about a month and a half, and I had no answer. I had no way of checking where was my package. I went to the post office. I asked what was going on. They told me that they had no information, that package was sent through a very cheap, they said that, through a very cheap shipping method, I guess we can say. So they had no records of it. They had no records if they were going to receive it, when they were going to receive it, and when they receive it. Like, when they actually received it, they wouldn't have any records. That's what she told me. So the lady just told me, you're just gonna get it to your door. When it gets here, you'll get it. That wasn't a very comforting answer. So I emailed ColourPop and I told them I didn't receive my package. So of course they told me you need to contact your post office, but I had already done it, so I told them that. And so they went ahead and gave me two options. The first option was offer me a refund. Of course, that refund would not include my taxes, which were of almost $10 of taxes. Because here, when you order through ColourPop for Mexico, you pay taxes through their website. Although you pay it through ColourPop's website, that doesn't mean ColourPop has your money, because that's not how taxes work. So I was going to lose those $10 of taxes if I get a refund. And the other option was they would resend all those products except the Chasing Rainbows palette, because it was a gift or it was a promo, so they would not replace that promo. Which was a little sad, because even though I would not originally have ordered that palette, I was going to get a free palette, and that was exciting. But I understood it was a gift. It was something that I would not order if I didn't get it for free. So I understood. I was not gonna argue about a gift. But they told me, if we send you that replacement package, then we're not gonna be responsible for it, basically. Meaning, if you do not receive the package, if that package is damaged, if the products are damaged, if anything happens to that package, they were just gonna wash their hands. Because they had already sent that package and that it was like, it had no warranty. And I was like, guys, I'm not receiving the package, so I'm not having a very good experience. I don't feel like risking myself on asking you to send me the replacement. And what happens if I don't receive it? I'm gonna lose my money, no product, so I'm gonna be pretty much fucked. And also, I think it was a few days after or even a few weeks after, I don't remember, but a little after I placed my first order, Kathleen Lights launched their collaboration and I loved the loose pigments. So I decided to take the refund and use that money to order what I initially ordered, plus the Kathleen Light collection. So the price went up, like I ended up spending $120 something, which was almost twice as what I paid on the initial order. So that meant taxes went up. Just of that order, it was almost $18 worth of taxes, meaning we're almost $30 of taxes within those two orders. So 10 on the first one, 18 on the second one, so $28 worth of tax. But you gotta pay taxes. What you're gonna do, right? I replaced that order. I noticed when they sent me the confirmation email of your package has been sent, it was through a different carrier. It was not through Mexico's post office. I found it funny because even the tracking number didn't show any information. I tried using it on that website and it said there was no information found, but I didn't want to stress about that, so I let it slide. Exactly 2 weeks after I placed my order, I received that package, which was a beautiful surprise because 2 weeks, that's really nothing compared to Kylie, compared to Tarte. 2 weeks is nothing. I was expecting to wait at least a month to receive those items, or at least 3 weeks. Well, I was super excited, and I remember opening the package. I was very, very conscious about how I spent over $120 on makeup, that I was very conscious about it. But I remember opening the box and thinking, that doesn't look like much. Like, that doesn't look like many things. First off, I was surprised of how tiny the palettes were, especially because I ordered the Lit and Wet palette. The Wet palette did not come on that package, but I saw the Lit palette, which is the tiniest thing ever. Initially, I thought that was the issue, that, okay, it doesn't look like much because things are small. Yeah, so I just kept on looking, kept on seeing my items, but I specifically remember ordering 10 loose pigments. You know how you can order the 12 and get the collection, get the huge box of the loose pigments? But I didn't love 2 of them, so I remember doing the math, seeing what was best for me. How much would I be saving if I ordered the full collection, like the full 12 pigments? It wasn't that big of a difference, so I ended up just getting the 10. But I had that very, 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 very present on my mind. I was looking in the box, and out of those 10 pigments, I had only 6. And I was like, what? 6? Ah, why? But, and then I kept on looking at the box. I took out the Lit palette, and of course, the Wet palette jumped into my mind, and I looked for it, it wasn't there. And I was like, this can't be, no. Maybe I messed up my order. Maybe I didn't order everything. So I took out my email. I wanted to check like the order confirmation email they sent me. And yes, I saw the list of all the items I paid for. I paid for 10 loose pigments and I paid for the Wet palette, but I did not receive them. They were not in front of me. So I was like, no, this can't be real. This has never, ever, ever happened to me once in my life. And trust me, I order from Wish like all the time. So I am constantly ordering from China, which gets shipped from probably a boat, and it takes forever to arrive. But guess what? It actually arrives. And if it doesn't even arrive, the Wish customer support, it's beautiful. Like, it's even a bot that gives you the option to get your refund, get the item reshipped, get the refund in credits. So you get the problem solved in 1 minute if you have an issue with Wish, which is a Chinese app. My first thought was not an American company sent my package incomplete. That was not what I initially thought. I honestly first thought the carrier stole my items. How can a big serious company be sending packages that are incomplete? And there was no receipt on my box. Like other companies, they send a receipt, which helps customs and helps a different process. So there was no way to prove so that I can go to the Red Pack or go to the carrier's office and say, hey, you didn't give me everything. So I DM'd ColourPop, I sent them an email, and I got a fairly fast response. I don't remember if it was within the same day or the day after, but it was a very, very quick response. It was within the first 24 hours for sure. And they just sent me a picture of the shipping label or the shipping invoice, whatever it's pasted on the box, and a picture of the items you did receive, and list me the items that you did not receive. First, I think it was pretty ridiculous how they were asking for a picture of the shipping label, the shipping thingy. Luckily for me, I'm a box junkie. I love packaging. I love all those sort of things. And I don't throw them away until I actually used that product. So I still have the box. So I was able to take the picture, but I understand how inconvenient could be if you are a normal person and you throw away a box. Like, I think that's just a way of ColourPop trying to wash their hands, trying to give you a difficult time. Because why on earth would you keep a box? I mean, again, I have problems, so I kept it, thank God. But I understand why you wouldn't keep it. But okay, I sent everything. That was a worth of $36 I was missing. So they issued me a coupon, like without asking. They just told me, this is a coupon of $36, so you can use it on our website. It cannot be used for shipping. And I was like, okay, if I buy or if I spend $36 on your website, I'm gonna have to pay for shipping. When I tried avoiding that, and that's why I made an order of $120-something because I didn't want to pay shipping. And I noticed on my first and second order that the shipping method was different, and I suppose that it was because it was an upgraded shipping because I had spent more money. So I did not want to pay for shipping. That was gonna be the cheap shipping, or I have to spend a lot more money if I want to get an upgraded shipping. So I said that, you know what, you're gonna make me pay for shipping. Yes, you cannot use this coupon for shipping. I know you said that. I'm not accepting that. It's just not right for me to have to pay for shipping for your fault. I did not receive the item I paid for, and why do I have to pay again? Why do I have to pay for shipping? So I said, can you just resend my missing items or process a refund? They answered that. They replied back to that email, not really answering the question directly, but they said, oh, we can process a partial refund for the amount that's missing. That wasn't my first option, honestly. That wasn't what I really wanted. I really just wanted them to resend the items that I was missing. At that point, I didn't care if those items didn't come with warranty, because it was like, what, March the 1st? So this issue had been going on for over a month and a half. I just wanted my items, and I worked for customer service for a long time, and I know how bad can customers get, and I didn't want to be that type of customer. And I told myself, you gave them those options, like, it's my fault. I gave them those two options, either partial refund or replacement, and they're taking one of my options. So I made my bed, so I'm gonna lay on it. So I took the partial refund, and at that point, to be honest, I wasn't sure if I wanted to place another order, because I had 2 orders already. First one didn't even arrive. The second one arrived with 5 missing items. Like, this is ridiculous. I've never had this issue, and I think it's weird. Like, why, if the company they're using for shipping is stealing products, it would have a very, very bad reputation, and it doesn't have that bad reputation. It's a private carrier. It's like a cheap version of FedEx, or like a cheap version of UPS or DHL. So it's cheaper, but it's a private shipping method. But that wouldn't even have to be a reason. At that point, I wasn't really believing that the post office took my items. I honestly thought that it was ColourPop that didn't pack all my items. I was just confused, but I really wanted loose pigments, you guys. I had seen them and I wanted them, like, I needed them. I needed them. And some of the shades I was most excited about didn't come. So I was devastated. I convinced my sister to buy some extra things for her so that we can sum up at least $50 so we can get free shipping. She did, but I remembered how I got different shipping methods from ordering a lot more. So I ordered a lot more, and I ended up spending, again, over $120-something because I wanted fast shipping. This was taking 2 months already, and I wanted my stuff. So and I think it's best to get upgraded shipping than the not upgraded shipping. So I spent a lot of money again, and that time again I spent almost $18 on tax. So that means we're spending $56 on taxes. That's like 2 working days for me, if not more, depending That's 2 working days for me on a good day. It's a lot of money that I'm losing because it's taxes. No one gives taxes back. Like, I pay taxes, wherever they are, they're gonna stay there. They're never gonna come back to me. Like, not literally like that. So all this failed orders that I'm getting, I'm losing money. I'm losing money on tax. So placed that 3rd order 2 weeks after the order arrived. Exactly 2 weeks after. Beautiful. I received it. I noticed the box was bigger. I was super excited. I opened the box and I said, the 3rd one's a charm. I'm gonna get everything this time. I was super excited. Opened the goddamn box. First thing I did was make sure my sister's items were there. They were. Lucky bitch. They were. That was looking good, right? I was being optimistic. So I kept on looking on my box. I pulled out my email, pulled out the list of items, make sure I was not missing anything. Looked item by item. My wet palette was there. Loved it. Super excited. All the loose pigments were there. That was looking good. And I kept on looking at my list. And I also ordered 2 bundles of lipsticks from the I Love Sari collection, which means 6 lipsticks in those 2 bundles. Guess what? They weren't there. I did not receive those 2 bundles. So now on this 3rd order, I got what I didn't receive on the previous one, but now I'm missing 6 items. At this point, I'm not just upset, I'm raging. That's when I made the live video. So at that time, I DM'd ColourPop again, never got an answer from them on DM. I emailed them, which is how I had successfully talked to them before. I got the automated response saying, you get an answer from us within the 48 hours, blah, 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 blah. But all the times I talked to them through email, they always reply back within the same day or the day after. I was super upset. I made my live video just talking about it. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know who to blame at that point. After not hearing back from ColourPop for about, it actually took them like 54 hours if I'm being super specific. It was over 48 hours. But it was less than 3 days, but it was more than 48 hours. But I let it slide. I was like, it's still Friday. They may still reply back, blah, blah, blah. No, it wasn't Thursday. Initially, when I sent the email, I knew what they were gonna ask for me. So in advance, I sent them that. I sent them a picture of what I received, and I sent them the list of the items I did not receive. Honestly, I forgot about the shipping label. I didn't send it, so they replied back over 2 days after, asking for all that again, asking for the picture of what I received, the list of items, and the shipping label. I was like, I already sent you that, forgot the shipping label, but here's everything again. I did that, did not get a reply back in that day at all. Previously, on the 2 orders, the first email was the only one taking a long time to get to me. It used to take about, like, that was the longest. Once I got a representative helping me, once I got their first email, I was just talking to a person specifically, and it was like really chatting, back and forth email, 1, 2, 3 emails within the same day, like super fast. This time, I replied back like literally 5 minutes after I received the email with the information they requested, and I did not hear from them at all. Like, that was 2 p.m. for me, which means it was 1 p.m. Pacific time. It was very early. It was very, very early, and that was Thursday. So I sent that, and they didn't reply back until the next day, so until Friday. And when they did the same coupon thing. This time it was $32 that I'm missing. I told them, this is offensive. Like, this is offensive. It's taking forever for you to reply back. And it's ridiculous how for the 3rd time I'm placing an order and I'm not receiving my items. This is the 3rd attempt I'm making. How many attempts does it take for you to get my order right? How much more money do I have to spend to get all the items that I wanted? I was going to be that bad customer. I was going to get like a bad customer. I didn't care anymore because this is stupid. Like, this is stupid. So I said, at this point, I need an explanation, which I still want. I need an explanation and a compensation. Like, at this point, I'm almost half of my order, almost half of the money that I've spent has been on taxes. No one is giving me that back. Not even the worth of the items on taxes. Like, I'm not getting that money back. And I'm just trying and trying and trying, and you still want me to try for a 4th time? You want me to buy from your website again? You want me to pay taxes again? You want me to go through all that again to see to see if I received my items properly this time. No way. No. Like, you've lost all your credibility there. Like, you lost me. And I gotta say, I love their products. The quality of all the products that I've tried is great. The Lead palette, not so great, but everything else, the Wet palette, oh my god, it's beautiful. Like, seriously, their quality is awesome. But their service, it's offensive. It really is offensive. How do you, like, and I told them I need an explanation, I need a compensation on why I'm not getting this back. Like, I need more. So she just supposed that I don't know where on that email. Let me read that email. Like, literally my email started, "Excuse me, this is the third time I have problems receiving your order. And every single time I am paying taxes, which of course are not being refunded, and I end up making a big order to get free shipping because of course your coupon does not work for shipping. At this point, I find it offensive. How many times does it have to take to receive my order right? I've noticed this issue has happened to a lot of people in Mexico and some in Europe. So what's the deal? Are we not worthy enough to receive a good service? I need a compensation and an explanation on why haven't I received all my products after 3 attempts." So I don't know where in that email I'm saying, hey, just send me my items back, because her answer was, "Sorry, we cannot send you a replacement." Seriously? Seriously, that's it? I have gone through the purchase value, here's your coupon. And I was like, this is ridiculous. You know what? I want a refund. Like I said, can you, because she literally told me, we cannot send you a replacement items. So I said, okay, can you process a refund? Because I know that's what they did the last time. And she said, as a one-time courtesy, we're gonna do that as a one-time courtesy. A courtesy? A fucking courtesy? It's my money. You did not include my products in my order, and it's a courtesy. So you're being nice to me. It's my right. The ideal will be to have my items, what I purchased or what I wanted to have, but I didn't receive it, and you're trying to be super nice saying, oh, it's a courtesy, we're not supposed to do it, but we're gonna do it for you. It's my money. It would have been easier for me to tell them, you know what, I did not receive anything at all, because that time was super easy. Like, they processed everything real nicely. They didn't try to give me a goddamn coupon and tell me it's a courtesy to get my money back. Or I could have just told my bank, you know what, oh no, I think I paid it with PayPal, so that's even easier. I could just contact PayPal and say, you know what, ColourPop did not send me my full items. Can you give me my refund? And they will process a refund, like partial refund of what I didn't receive. But guess what? That would have cost a penalty for ColourPop. Because whenever you do that, whenever you call your bank or your payment method and you said, I don't recognize this payment, or they did me wrong, they penalized that company. I wanted to do things right. I didn't want to be that bitch that went behind her back and just contact PayPal. It would have been easier for me, but it wouldn't be the best for ColourPop. So I didn't do that. And now they're telling me there's a courtesy. I was super upset. At that time, when they issued the coupon, was on Friday, and I didn't get an answer until Monday. So during that weekend, I tweeted, is anyone else receiving incomplete packages from ColourPop? And I actually made friends with a girl in Europe. So she's called Alien. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. The thing is, she made her order, but apparently in Europe, you don't pay taxes through the ColourPop's website. You paid actually in customs. She paid a lot. Like, she paid a lot for taxes. She didn't want a refund. She didn't want a coupon because she would have to pay for all that again. And she didn't receive all of her items. I don't know how many items she's missing. So here's her tweet. Her package was a value of $176, but she only received half of her items. For customs, for all the money she had to pay for receiving that package, she spent $250. Don't know how many items she ordered. Don't know, because 176 is just, it's a little more than what I ordered, but a little more could be a very big quantity. She spent all that money and she didn't receive half of her items, which are probably a lot. And she just wants a replacement. She doesn't want to have to pay for all that and go through all that process again. But ColourPop was telling her the same thing that was telling me, that they cannot send replacements. It's like, why not? You didn't send it in the first place. Why can't you send it? And she had been getting automated answers from emails all the time. Like, she wasn't getting like personal sort of responses that I was getting. She was just getting automated emails. No one was contacting her back about their issue. So she was very upset. Like, she felt she was talking to a robot. which she was probably. I think at this point, after we tweeted back and forth, I tagged ColourPop, I retweeted. I was obnoxious in Twitter. I was obnoxious. After that, ColourPop sent both of us a tweet. They told us, please DM us your order number and your email. We both did that, but I couldn't DM them. I had no option, even though I follow them. So I tweeted my information. Like, I didn't care it was public. I tweeted my information. I guess she did it by DM, I don't know. I replied back, and all I got from them that time was, thank you. We advise you to erase your public information for your own safety. Okay, thank you for taking care of me so well, ColourPop, but may I know why you were asking for that information? I said that. I was kind of expecting a more elaborate answer. And guess what? I never got a reply from that tweet. And that was on Saturday. No, that was Friday night. So we did all that mess, Elaine and I, on Friday on Twitter. I think right now, after she DM'd ColourPop, she actually got an answer, and she actually got to speak to someone on email. And now she's getting her items back. So we're gonna see how that works for her. Hopefully she'll receive everything this time. Let's really hope so. For me, I never got an answer from them. On Monday, I was like, they told me, yes, we're gonna give you the refund. And they did, they gave me the refund. But I gotta tell you guys, that's not what I wanted. Like, at this point, that's honestly not what I wanted. I wanted either something for free, because I'm not gonna lie, I wanted that. And I wanted my products. Like, I've spent so much money on taxes for those products that at least I want to have them. If I get the refund of those $32, the other money that I've spent on taxes is just for nothing. If we take the value of taxes of those $32, it's only $5. It's not much, but it's $5 that I wouldn't mind spending them, because I didn't mind spending them as long as I had my products. But just giving away $5, it's not really something that I want to do. It doesn't feel right. So I kept on looking on Twitter, and I found out a lot of people are having the same issue. Most of us who are getting a terrible customer support service are not in the US. So now I'm just gonna start with my conspiracy theories here. Again, they're all just theories. And I have only theories because I haven't got any explanation from ColourPop. No one has explained to me what the heck is happening. So all I can do is just have theories, right? Number one is they offer shitty customer support or shitty options for people who are not in the US. I have a sister who lives in the US, and she told me that she has always had a beautiful experience with ColourPop. She gets a receipt from ColourPop with her orders, and she has never had an issue. She once received an item that was broken, and ColourPop not only replaced it with a new one, but they sent an extra item to say sorry, which is not even close to what I'm getting. Like, they refuse to send replacements. They refuse, and of course, they refuse to send me something extra. But I did see some tweets from people in the US who have issues with their orders. But I talked to a girl on Twitter who, after having this incomplete or this missing items on her order, she contacted ColourPop, and then they right away offered to send replacements for her. And she's in the US. For all the people that I've talked to outside of the US, the only solutions they're offering us are coupons to spend money again on their website, to go through all that process again. And for international shipping, you have to spend at least $50. I guess if you don't want to pay shipping and your coupon is not of $50, then you have to buy more things like I have been doing. So I guess that could be a way of, that could be something that they do in purpose. Just putting it out there, as I think. Also, something that I've noticed are two other things from my previous orders. All of my missing items have been of influencer collaborations, all of them. From Bretman, from Sarai, for I love Sarai, from Kathleen Lights, and I've ordered things that are not from any influencers. I've ordered Super Shock Shadows, I ordered the BFF mascara, I ordered things that had nothing to do with influencers, and I received all of that. But all of the items that have been missing in my orders have been related to an influencer. Now, I don't know if they're doing this in a way to save some money, because I know that influencers get a cut, or they get a commission for all the items sold from them. So I don't know if they're doing that on purpose either, because I find it that's something in common that my orders have had. Again, I want you guys to share all of your experiences, your missing items. Have they always been from influencers, or was that just a strange coincidence on my case? I don't know, let me know. And the other thing was the value of my missing items is pretty similar. $36 on the first try, $32 on this last order. So $30-something, which is a big amount if you consider you're losing $30-something. It's a big amount, it's something. But it's not so much if you compare that to having to pay for shipping. Because as an international customer, $30 doesn't give you free shipping, unlike in the US. $30 is nothing. You have to spend $50 so you can get free shipping. So again, that coupon that they're so willing to give you will not save you the shipping money. If you want to save that, you have to buy more, which again brings us back to the first theory. They're doing that so you can buy more. That's why they offer the coupon and not the replacement, because they're not putting it in the package. They're not doing it. They know that if they send the replacement, they have to put them in the package, and that they're losing that money. But it's not really losing, it's business, you know, guys. I guess that's why they keep their prices so low, because they're trying to save up money. And for their bad luck, I speak English and I'm very annoying, so I can get very annoying with them. But I know that other people who are in Mexico at least may order things, and if they don't speak English, or if they don't have that much vocabulary, or if they don't feel comfortable, they're not gonna fight back. And that happens in Europe. In Europe, there are a lot of other countries where they don't speak English. So if they don't speak English, they might not fight back. They could, even if there was an email in Spanish, I would send it. They could use Google Translate, but they might not fight back. So even if it's one customer out of 100 that doesn't fight back, like just one customer doesn't fight back, they're saving that money. So I actually, of all of these theories that I'm making, I find like that, those dots of they could save money like this, they're saving money on this is blah, blah, blah. So those are my theories. And okay, I was super annoying on Twitter. Like before I took a nap today, I retweeted a lot of tweets, even old tweets. I messaged people who were having an issue with ColourPop. Like I was super annoying because I wanted to call ColourPop's attention. They already gave me the refund. Like I probably lost this battle already, but it's not fair. Like it's not fair. So I wanted their attention because I still haven't got my explanation. And after I was super annoying on Twitter and super out there, they DM'd me. Like they finally DM'd me and said, can you give me your order number and your email, please? And I did say, I already gave you that, and I never heard back. But here it is again. So I sent it back, and I right away got an email, the automated email, you would hear from us in 48 hours, blah, blah, and I heard from them right away. So I got another email saying, I see we already processed a refund. Do you have any other concerns? Yes, I didn't want the refund. I want my items, and I want to know why is this happening. So far, I haven't heard back. I want this to get viral. I want this to be heard. It's not fair that you have to go through so many inconveniences to get something done. This is a crappy way of doing business. This is a crappy way, a shitty way of treating customers. Whether we are in US or not, this is not fair. If you are in purpose mistreating people who are not in the US, then I don't know what you're doing in business. Like honestly, I don't know. ColourPop, you should be looking to expand yourself, to get a good reputation overseas, to grow your brand. And you're doing it wrong, honey. You're doing it wrong. I've gone through all of this, and if I lost my battle with my order, it's not fine, but whatever. I can't have this happening anymore. And you know, for me, I don't think I'll ever be buying or recommending ColourPop again in my life. And I would definitely not recommend you to buy anything from ColourPop if you're not in the US. That's just me. I'm just a person. You're probably gonna ignore me like you've been doing, give me no substantial answer like you've been doing. But I want this to actually be useful for someone. Whether it's not me, whether if it's for a future customer, if this helps even a little bit to get ColourPop annoyed and say, okay, you know what, we might start doing things right, then that's it for me. And well guys, sorry for this super long video. I hope this helps you vent. I hope this helps you express yourself. Please do share this video. Do comment down below your experience. Again, I don't mind if it's a good experience. If it is, I'm so happy for you. If it's not, I'm really sorry and I hope it gets better. But please share this video, comment your experiences. Let's try to get to the bottom of this. Whether we get an answer from ColourPop, which will be the best thing, or at least get theories, like all of us. Let's join together, let's get together, let's work as a team, and let's get an answer, or let's come up with a theory. And well, that's it guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.